Joe, I know this is always one of your most favorite days of the year here. Practice beginning, that means the season's pretty close.
Yeah, we're all excited. You know, Jenna Stark pops her head in my office and said, "Happy first day of practice." I mean, it's kind of like Christmas. You know, everybody's excited to be back, and it's been a long time, about December 1st, since we've been able to work out as a team, and so everybody's really eager and anxious to get started.
I know as a coach you're looking for things that need to get fixed, things you need to work on. Some of the challenges maybe your team will face as you start practice for this year.
Well, you know, always we want our pitching to be solid, and we've got a good-sized staff, but we need to make sure everybody gets their looks out there and really works hard at practice. And, you know, we really want to try to solidify our pitching staff in terms of, we know who the #1 pitcher is, Mel Dumazic, but to have those other kids step in and really get a feeling for who's going to be a #2 starter, who's going to be a closer, really sort of get more comfortable with that.
Got some big-time cogs back, some kids that have been through the wars, been through the battles, seen this team go pretty deep into the tournament as well. How excited are you to have them back out for another year?
Our senior class with Mel Dumazic and Megan May, I mean, those are 2 All-Americans right there, Sydney Shannon, and just a lot of returners in our lineup that have had a great career so far, and they know they're just getting better, and they have high expectations. We expect to be at the World Series, and when you bring that kind of group together with everything that's at stake and what we haven't accomplished yet, it's really easy for them to be motivated, really fired up and ready to go.
And just finally, you're stepping from a really, really good softball league in the Big 12 to a really, really good softball league in the SEC. But first things first, you always challenge yourself with a really strong schedule. You're going to start out there in UCLA. How excited will you to be step out onto the lines there in early February?
Well, going to UCLA is going to be really exciting. Our kids have never been there. I've coached there several times, and just fun to go there with such a storied tradition program there at UCLA. And the fun thing for us is, you know, we know this year everything's new in terms of getting in the SEC. All these schools are new. Typically, we don't go to their campuses to play. So what we've got going now is we're going to UCLA. We've never played there, so that's something new. We're going to go play down at Disney at the ESPN stadium there, and that's new. We've never been there. So at least our kids are going to get a really good feel of, okay, it's a new environment, maybe a little bit uncomfortable. Let's get used to that. Let's get comfortable with that, so when we run into the SEC, we're ready to go. And so playing against UCLA is going to be really exciting, and the teams we have in that tournament. And then in the tournament we're talking about in Orlando at Disney, we get to play Oregon on ESPN. And so always our preseason schedule is very, very tough. This year's no different, and I get excited about that, really get our kids prepared and ready to go.
Hi, I'm Jenna Stark, and I'm here with Amber Garza today. We're out here for our first day of practice. So, Amber, how excited are you for our first day of practice?
I'm excited to finally be back on the field again. It feels great. I'm ready for the season to start.
Yeah, so we got about a month till our first game, so we gotta get down to it and get ready. How excited are you to be going into the SEC?
I'm really excited. I mean, it's a great conference. They have a lot of great competition, and I'm just ready for it to get started.
What do you think our biggest challenge is going to be this year?
Our biggest challenge this year is probably just going to be having to deal with playing in different places. I mean, we've never been to some of these complexes, and just staying strong throughout the whole year, and really just working as a team and staying strong.
Talk to me a little bit about the chemistry this year and this team and how we're working together.
I think the chemistry this year is a lot better. We're working together a lot harder. We're pushing each other hard. We're staying on each other a lot more. And I think it's really great that we're all doing that.